All right. Shit. Okay. There you go. See the Dragon Ball figurine? So.
Hey, it's me, Goku!
Oh shit. All right, we just pulled up to the gym. It's effing cold outside. It's like 33 degrees. I'm freezing my tail off. I came outside with nothing but a shirt on, and I found this jacket in here, but man, it was effing cold. It's like 6 o'clock. I'm late as F to the gym, but I guess we're gonna get in there, attack it. Got legs today. I didn't do legs yesterday, so I gotta make up for it today. I'll probably end up doing like some sort of leg extensions, some hack squat, maybe some pendulum squat, and then some forms of hamstring things. But we'll get to the posing video right after this. So, and then after that, we'll go to the effing drive home. So yeah, see you later. I guess we can call this part 2. Both my AirPods died, so now I have to talk to the camera without having noise cancellation on. So that kind of F's my whole process because I'm not really comfortable talking to the camera, but we'll see how it goes. I did legs. It was pretty alright. I did leg extensions. I did, what else did I do? I did pendulum squats, I did hamstring curls, I did RDLs, did not do calves. But that's alright. I just decided to get in there, get out real quick. I don't really like being at the gym for longer than an hour. I mean, you could still get a good workout in I'd say like 30, 45 minutes. That's like minimum though, like bare minimum. Like, damn, does this thing keep on making it unfocus? No, maybe not. But you can still get a good workout in 30 to 45 minutes. I don't know if 30 minutes is kind of on the low end though. But then like, I'm not at the gym for like 3 hours. That's kind of not the way I do things. I used to be, back when I first started training, I was like at the gym 3 hours a day at 2 a.m., this, that, and honestly I was kind of like overdoing it. I think I was in general, but because I just have a way different training way that I do now than when I first started. Like, let's just say, I don't know, I don't even know when, but I'm on the way to work right now, and I was like, oh shit, my camera better not fall, please don't fall. Okay. Man, I'm really worried about this camera falling and breaking. I'm super scared. It's just sitting on the dash like right there. If it falls, I'm effed. But anyways, what I was saying. Oh yeah, I don't think you really need necessarily 3 hours inside the gym. I feel like you could do with that. I kind of think like, like the saying less is more. Well, there's both highs and lows to that, because yeah, less is more, but too less is not more, and more more is not more, it's less. You know what I mean? I think I'm kind of losing myself, but anyways, it's just not, there's like a range where you want to be at. You know, say this is 3 hours and this is 15 minutes. You want to be somewhere in between, well, maybe not 3 hours, but you want to be somewhere in between this area, right? You know, there's a sweet spot for everyone, and, you know, oh shit, there's a sweet spot for everyone, and not everyone's the same, and, you know, you just got to find out what works for you. For me, as I've been growing and adapting to training, I would say that I found what works for me is more on the lower end. God damn it. Don't die. Okay. What works for me is more on the lower end of that spectrum. But some people, you know, that's what works for them, and that's okay. You know, everyone, there's no right or wrong way of doing it in your own eyes. You know, you just got to take all of these information from all these different groups and peoples and whatever, and make what works for you work for you. What works for you is not going to work for everyone else. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you're your own person, and the only one who's going to know what works for you is yourself, by trying it and finding out, you know, maybe I'm not like this person, or I'm not used to doing things their way. I need to find my own way, because there's no magic pill that's going to tell you, oh, that this way is right and this is the only way to do it. Anyone can think that their way is right, but in reality their way is only right to them, and that's okay. I mean, you just got to find out what works for you. But damn, I feel like I took that just wherever. But on the topic of, what is it, time in the gym, I only recently started trying to be more consistent. You know, I think I have like consistently inconsistent, because I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that's true. I'm consistently inconsistent. I'm sure that if I was more consistent and I'm not gonna say had the time, I have the time, but if I was more consistent, then definitely I would get better results. But I also don't need to be going, you know, 7 times a week, I think, at least. I mean, so I have rest days sprinkled in between there. That also works for me. I used to want to go 7 days a week, but I don't know. I think like my body's learning that 7 days a week is also too much for myself. So every now and then I'll take a day off, or just honestly just skip a day, because I think that there's more in that day that was skipped. Now I'm not saying skip every single, what the hell? I'm not saying skip every single day like it's just something that you can do and get results from. What the hell, bro? I'm not saying skip every single day, because then you won't get results, but you know, just find the days that works for you, the schedule that works for you, and to me, you kind of don't gotta make it harder than what it needs to be. You know, you can, oh, I need to do this right, or I need to do this, like let's say I don't know, just common gym etiquette that's like passed around by everyone. Everyone says this and everyone says that. You know, it really, to me, it's not like, it doesn't have to be followed to like this most, like, how do I say, it's not so strenuous, it's not so like deep. Like, you don't have to follow what society says is good about the gym and what's bad about the gym. As long as you follow what like makes sense to you, then I think you're doing a pretty good job. But I'm fixing to pull up to work, so this was day 2 of Gym with Junie, so I'll see y'all later. Oh shit, I took this off.